again, thank you all for joining with us tonight. This has been superb so far, to see so many people gathered in to help us celebrate 40 years of Fermanagh Loyalist Flute Band. I hope you all enjoyed your meal. I think that was absolutely fabulous. And can I first and foremost, on behalf of the band, thank the staff and management of the Killyhevlin Hotel for the service that they have provided for us tonight and the meal that we enjoyed. Can I ask you all please to give them a big round of applause? I especially want to thank John. I know he's not here, he finished at 7 o'clock. But when Darren, Nathan and I arrived earlier on, John was an absolutely fantastic help in helping us set everything up. So if somebody can pass that on to John, please, that we're very, very appreciative of the help that he gave us this afternoon. Now, I know we've welcomed you all. I want to sing out a couple of people. First of all, there's a young man here tonight that I especially want to say a big welcome to. Glenn Burney. Glenn, I don't know where you're sitting. I can't see you. But Glenn, we are absolutely delighted that you're able to join with us tonight. You have had a very, very difficult year. You made a very, very hard decision in taking a year out of the band. But you stepped up. You're a father. We wouldn't wish on you what you and your partner are going through on anybody. Your wee man has had a very, very difficult start to life, but he's getting there. And we're delighted to hear of his progress. And as I said, it's absolutely fantastic that you're able to join with us tonight, and I hope you have a wonderful night. And I'm going to have to be completely honest, I can't wait to see you back in the band, because that slim boy needs all the help he can get going. He's even upsetting poor John by telling him he can't get going for his new tune. So Glenn, we need you back some, but I hope you have a wonderful night, boy, and just brilliant to see you here tonight. I also want to give a special welcome to Neil and Elaine, better known to everybody as On The March videos on YouTube. They're with us tonight, and they do have cameras, and I don't think they're going to stick them out of their faces tonight, but it's brilliant to have them with us. We as a band appreciate everything that you two do, and not just you, but the amount of videographers that we have now on the band scene, week after week, travelling the length and breadth of this country, recording our bands and promoting our culture on YouTube. It's absolutely superb, and we appreciate what you do and they all do, and thank you so much for joining us tonight, and we hope you have a fantastic night.
Thank you.
Now, I hope I don't forget anything. 40 years of Fermanagh Loyalist Flute Band. I don't think back in 1983, when our founder members put this thing all together, ever thought for one moment that 20 years later, let alone 40 years later, that band would still be going and going strong. And not just a band that they formed, but a band that has now become one of the most recognisable small drum thunder bands in Northern Ireland. That's not us as a band saying that. That is how our peers refer to us. It's how the fellow band community refer to us on a weekly basis. We don't give ourselves any credit, we're probably our own worst critics, but we are referred to as one of the best small drum and thunder bands in Northern Ireland. It's just fantastic to be able to say that we are here celebrating 40 years. The changes over those 40 years have been incredible from start to finish. You can see that by the uniform display that we have. You can see it and hear it by the range of music that we now play, the way we look on the road. It has just evolved time after time after time. And we all know that we have hard times, many bands do, but thanks to hard work, determination and sheer ignorance on a couple of people's parts, our band is still here and we're still going strong. And it is certainly my hope, and I hope it is all your hope, that we will continue to do what we do and do it to the very best of our ability, week after week. the course of those 40 years, I don't know, I wouldn't like to say how many people have passed through the ranks of this band. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds probably. And every single one of them has played their part in making sure that we are still here today. Big part, small part, whatever it is, everybody has played a part. And the current membership, I have to say, I am so proud to be a member of this band with you guys. It has been phenomenal. And I want to single out one group of people. Don't usually do this, because we don't usually, there's no such thing as favouritism, but I'm going to single out one group of people at the moment. And that has to be the young people that we have in the ranks of South Fermanagh Loyalist Group Band. And when I say young people, I'm talking about the membership that are under 18 years of age. We've never had as many young people in the ranks of the band. And these young guys, it's absolutely superb to see them coming into band practice, turning up to the parades every week. The enthusiasm that they have for what we do is just phenomenal. And that spurs us older guys on. We love to see that. That's what we're here to do, is to encourage them. They're probably encouraging us more like it now. And guys, I want to tell you something. You are an absolute credit to yourselves, you're a credit to your parents, and you're a credit to this band. And I hope that you continue to do what you're doing, and maybe one day one of you will up here with me as a fool doing this nonsense. So guys, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy everything. Now, within the band, we have quite an exclusive members club. It was formed last year on the 12th of July in Enniskillen. It's namely called the Over 50s. And it's growing year on year. And last Saturday, we had another young man made that transition. My younger brother, I have to say. And we have to welcome him into the Over 50s. And he has already... And the good news is he has already accepted his initiation task. He's going to meet all the other over 50s at the bar, and he's buying them all a drink.
It's a one-off. You're not there, you'll lose out. You don't look at it over 49.
Very good. Listen, can I have the bandmaster up here to join me, please? I don't know where he is. Come on up here, back. Sim left me home from band practice last night and he says, don't you dare have me up, he says, to speak. He's happy enough in the background. But no, listen, tonight is an important night and there's a number of people that we have to acknowledge. And we're going to make some presentations. And where's the resident photographer gone to? Because we'd like to get photographs of all these against the pop-up. And first tonight, we want to acknowledge the lodge that leads us, that we lead every 12th of July. Snow Hill, LOL 441. And we have to admit, we absolutely love leading you guys on the 12th of July. It's an absolute pleasure. We love having a lodge that's willing to stand by us, stand up for us, speak up on our behalf. We didn't experience that for many, many years in the early years of the band. So it's a delight for us to have you with us here tonight. And Frank, if you'd like to come up, Slim's going to make a wee presentation on behalf of the band, just marking our 40th anniversary.
Folks, I wasn't expecting to be up here at all, but there you go. Listen, thanks very much, Keith, for what you said about us there. It's a pleasure and a privilege for us to go out every year on the 12th of July with South Fermanagh. We've been tied up with them now for quite a few years. It was Keith actually originally that was bandmaster whenever we first started. We've moved on now and we have an equally good relationship with Chris. I wouldn't swap South Fermanagh Flute Band for any other band in this county. We have a fantastic relationship with them. The practice out in the hall, I'm absolutely bowled over because I live just beside Snow Hill Hall. And I can't get over the number of nights I go past and I see the lights on and the band in there practicing. And some of the so-called hoity-toity bands in this county could learn something from the commitment and from the dedication of the members of South Fermanagh. It's an absolute credit to everybody in it. We've done a wee bit of work in the hall lately. Chris actually put down a new floor in the hall just about this time last year. The good thing about that is that no one can go to practice now again. I'm old enough to remember the first year that the band was on the road in '83. I actually remember seeing them parade, if anybody was here and is long enough to remember it. They paraded through Lisnaskey late on the 12th of July evening in 1983. And I made my way out of Jack Leahy's pub to watch them. 40 years on, the band is fantastic. We've a great time with them. I hope it continues on for many years to come. Thanks for inviting us to come here. We've a great night. I hope we enjoy the next 40. Thank you very much.
Okay. It was just over a year ago, Christopher announced that he'd like to have some sort of function to celebrate 40 years. And he mentioned having a dinner dance. And one member of the band, who's a bit of a fool, said, I can't organise that for you. I wonder who that was. And suddenly realising, hold on a minute, we've just bought a new uniform. We've just bought a new set of drums. We've bought a new banneret. We've bought a new standard. There's no money. And I just told this man we'll organise a dinner dance for him. And then he announces he's just put a deposit on a brand new set of flutes. So I'm sitting there wondering how we're going to do this, because it has to be done what I would call in the right possible way. That takes money. So I was sitting there scratching the little bit of hair I have left and not knowing how we're going to pull this off. So I've seen on social media a number of bands actually reaching out asking for sponsorship for functions that we're having. I said to Slim, why don't we give this a go? We've got nothing to lose. Let's try it. We need to get this done. So I put a post out on the band's Facebook page, and almost immediately I got a reply from somebody willing to come on board and sponsor this event. And then in the weeks afterwards, another one came on board, another one came on board, and we ended up with 4 different groups and individuals wanting to come and sponsor this event here tonight to make this all possible. And as a band, guys, absolutely incredible. The support that you all have shown and your willingness to help out, we truly, truly appreciate it. That first man to come on board is actually a past member of the band. He's a current member of the Outboys band. He's sitting somewhere here tonight, and that man is Stephen Vance, Premier Decor. And Stephen, thank you so much. He also supplied the first 2 red uniforms down there. The old drum having all that is absolutely fantastic for our display. Guys, I want to ask all of you, we support those who support us. Painting, decorating, inside, outside. Remember Stephen's here? Does a good job, I can rate that myself. Please give him your support.
You're right, Bob.
Following Stephen, we got contact from GR White Electrical, Rodney. Rodney has been fantastic throughout the course of this year in supporting this band. As you know, he's currently a member of the band and thoroughly enjoying it. I'm not sure Karen's thoroughly enjoying it, but Rodney certainly is. But Rodney, the company, we want to thank you so much for the help that you've provided and what we've been able to do tonight. We truly appreciate it. Our lodge also came on board. Frank came to us and said that they wanted to sponsor the event. Frank, again, can you please pass on our heartfelt thanks to the lodge for the financial support that they've shown here tonight as well. We really appreciate it. And lastly, but certainly not leastly, we work very closely with the Fermanagh Sports and Cultural Awareness Association based in Ballinamallard. And we were able to work with them to receive funding to add to the sponsorship that we got, and that has clearly helped us tonight to achieve what we wanted to achieve. John was hoping to be with us tonight, but John's father passed away, and him and Joy can't join us. But Mo, we want you to please pass on our heartfelt thanks and appreciation to John for the support that they've given us throughout the course of the year. Folks, during COVID, if you can remember that far back, we weren't able to do very much in the band. But one thing that we did have the privilege of doing was meeting on the 11th night of that year and presenting long service medals and awards to members of the band who had served 20 years plus. I'm very pleased tonight that we're getting the opportunity to do that again. We have another group of members who have reached that stage, and tonight we're going to present them with their long service medals and awards also. So, could I please have Darren Coulter up to the front, please? Thank you, Darren.
I'd just like to say thank you to South Fermanagh for the 20 years. Thank you.
And could we have Mr. Les Gamble up, please? And come here, the big man, Mr. Mo McGee, please. And the final one at this stage, he's also reached his 20 years, Mr. Ricky Gamble.
Get that microphone, Gamble! Never get it back.
Okay. Now, 1983, two young men walked through the door of the band hall for the very first time. 40 years later, they're still walking through the door of the band hall. Two men who epitomise everything that I believe what a bandsman or bandswoman should be and is be. These guys are an example to every member of our band, and should be an example to every member and everybody else in this room. Every band parade that they possibly can be at, they're there. Every band practice they can possibly be at, they're there. Support everything that we do, love everything that South Fermanagh Loyalist Band stands for. And we certainly can't bypass tonight without acknowledging just what they have done for this band as two individuals. So can I first ask Andrew Killyhevlin please to come up to the front?
Billy, say a few words. Okay. I think I was 15 when I joined the band. I'm definitely not 15 now. And when I came in, I started on the cymbals. I know, shock. Oh God. Imagine doing the cymbals. To be fair, sorry, no, we were actually very good cymbals players. I think I ended up, I was on the cymbals, went to the flute, went to the drum corps. Back in those days, you had the 8 drummers across the street. You couldn't drum because your fucking elbows were anything. It was a bit weird, you know, but I went there and actually went to lead tip with no one else to do it. I went to bass drum, believe it or not. The physique of me. With no one else for a couple of months. And then back in the flute, and I've stayed there ever since. The band's been very important in my life. The greatest thing that has ever happened to me is meeting Edith and marrying her and having my own family, Jamie and Kitty. And that wouldn't have happened only for the band. Edith's dad, Wilfred, took a chance on us. In the early 90s, he was Grand Master of Fermanagh Manor Lodge, and they took us. And I actually, the first time I seen Edith was outside the band hall. I think it was actually doing a pee by the side of the band hall. She turned up. I often say to Edith, you know, lovely and actually she says she'd have met me anyway because I was so handsome. I have a Vespa, so you know how it is. But it's not just me either, you know, I mean, Graham Adams, who's been in the band from the early 90s, married my sister. He probably met her, he wouldn't have met her only through the band. Shorty, I don't know where Shorty is. Met Karen at a stew night in the Glencairn, that's below. And they're happily married, well, I can say they are. Wendy Kerr mentioned to me earlier that there was no chance she was marrying Malcolm until he joined our band. She said she wanted a real man. That's nothing against the Korean band, by the way. It would be disgraceful if it was. But, as I say, this is brilliant. Thanks very much for this. It's great. And I just wanted to say, I'm sure somebody will thank Keith anyway, but it's a great night, Keith. And Slim, being a bandmaster, is a thankless task because everyone thinks they know better than you. But the band, since I was looking at the uniforms there, you know, and to be honest, the first one just gives me shivers. Jesus, it's just a terrible time, you know. The second one, though, with the button-up tunics, from that moment on, that was the start of our band, and we progressed greatly from that. And I was bandmaster myself for a wee while. I was a terrible bandmaster because I got too angry. I would have thrown somebody out just for not turning up, to be honest. Keith was a great bandmaster, but Slim's took it to the next level, and since the day he started, I don't think the band's looked back, you know. And this has been my favourite marching year in the 40 years we've been going, and I honestly think next year will be my next favourite, and then I'll probably die. So.
here, boy.
No speech after that.
Okay. Folks, no band can operate without having people outside of that band who are willing to help when we need help. And as a band, we have quite a number who are willing to come on board when help's needed. And there are two people in particular who we want to acknowledge tonight because they never refuse when the phone goes. The answer is never no. Doesn't matter where we have to go, doesn't matter what we have to do, they're right there with us if we need help. Now, one of those men can't be with us tonight, and that is Alan Graham. Alan has been a supporter of this band for as long as I can remember. He doesn't live here. As you know, he lives in Rathcoole. But no matter when I phone Alan, no matter when Chris phones Alan, it's never a problem. He will do whatever needs doing to help us out. He will drive wherever he needs to drive to help us out. Now, we have something that we want to present to Alan. We obviously can't do that tonight, but on the next available occasion we will be doing so to show him our appreciation. So can I get you please to show your appreciation for what Alan does for the band? For the way that you help us out. So many different ways. Allowing us to come over and take over your wee shed and your backyard on the 12th night and everything else in between. And Jeff, we want to present you with something for that wee shed of yours to show our appreciation for everything you do for the band. So come on up, please.
Want to say a few words, Jeff?
Maybe later. What's the tonight?
Now, we've one final presentation to make, and it's for this man. He told me last night he didn't want any thanks. He told me that he's certainly not going to say any words. He says he likes being in the background, just doing what needs doing. Dilly has already said it. Being a bandmaster is a thankless job. But somebody has to do it. Every band needs one. And back in 2009, the then current bandmaster decided it was time to go. And he's a very shy and retiring sort of person, so we'll not say too much about him. And right away then, somebody had to do the job. Slim didn't ask for it. He didn't come looking for it. I just basically told him he was doing it. And I handed him everything, given my reasons for stepping down. I actually left the band at that stage for quite a considerable length of time. And I knew that the job was in very good hands. And I think everybody in here can agree that in the last 14 years, he's now our longest serving bandmaster, and I certainly hope he'll be doing it for at least another 14. The band has just gone from strength to strength. Every individual will have a different vision for the band they're leading. Slim had a vision, and you can see that vision on the road today in the way this band conducts itself, the music that we play, the colours that we walk behind. That's all his vision. And I can tell you, I know it's not over yet. There's more to come. But we're not saying any more about that tonight. But Slim, on behalf of the band, I want to thank you. And I know that everybody here wants to thank you because what you have done is absolutely superb. And I know your wee mummy's sitting here tonight somewhere. And I know she's very proud of you and what you've done in this band. And it's fantastic to have you with us, Mrs. Elliott. So it's lovely to have you joining us tonight. And Slim, on behalf of the band, Dilly is going to present you with something to show our appreciation for what you've done over the last 14 years. There's not going to be any words. He don't speak. Yeah. But that's the end of our presentations for tonight. What do you mean? No, it's not.
Unfortunately, it's not, Keith. It's not the end of our presentations. Firstly, I'd like to reiterate everything that Keith has said, and thanking everybody for coming along and helping us celebrate our 40th anniversary. I have an old saying, band is family, and what you see in the room tonight proves that. A lot of different families that have stuck at it and kept this band going over the years, and it's a credit to these two men, the way the band has progressed over the years. And the likes of Neil, we've made some wonderful, wonderful friends over the years because of this band and because of the way we conduct ourselves. So every single band member can be so proud the way you conduct yourselves, especially when you're honouring the people that fought and died for this country. And every time we walk behind those flags, we're honouring those men. And we can never let their sacrifice be forgotten. Never let their sacrifice be forgotten. But Keith, on behalf of Christopher and all members of Fermanagh Loyalist, we'd like to make a small presentation to you to thank you so much for the effort that you put into organising this tonight. It's superb, superb. So Glenn's going to make a wee presentation to you here, and thank you very, very much for what you've done.
We'll shake hands again.
No, shake hands. We might shake hands.
Thank you so much, guys. There's no need for that whatsoever. It's a pleasure to be able to do nights like this and be a part of them. So folks, that's the end of the formal part of the evening. We are going to have a raffle, and I haven't asked, but I'm hoping that the fabulous girls that we have in our colour party are going to do that for us. And all of the prizes have been donated, every one of them, by most of the people in this room. So thank you very, very much for doing that. There are quite a number, but listen, it's time to relax, it's time to enjoy the rest of the evening. This is not a fundraiser. I want to make that very, very clear. All we want to do through the sponsorship and the raffle is just to try and clear so that we can have tonight debt free, and we're well on our way to being there. So I'd ask you all please to support the raffle the best that you can, and hopefully the girls will do this for us. Listen, thank you very, very much. Enjoy the rest of your night.